Okay, so today is Ask Tina, and today's question comes from Lillian. And I am so distraught at not being able to get to the root of my overeating. It was a habit I learned from my mom, but I'm 53 and should be past all that. I lost 50 pounds and gained 40 back. Help me to figure out this puzzle. So, Lillian, thank you for asking Tina. And I feel for you because I absolutely know the struggle of working with something, forever that doesn't seem to change. And there's nothing more frustrating than that. Now, here's some of the mistakes we make when we're in that kind of experience. We begin to beat ourselves up and make ourselves the problem. If I were just, and you can fill in the blank, more disciplined, smarter, whatever, you would be able to get beyond this. And that self-attack is really part of the problem, because this struggle is a struggle that has lived so long inside of you that it is used to your reaction to it. In fact, if you can imagine this, your reaction helps the struggle to stay in place, because everything gets tied to our habits. And so there's unconscious stuff as well as conscious stuff that holds our old beliefs and our old habits in place. So you want to begin to respond to yourself differently when it comes to working with this challenge. So here are 3 things that I'm going to suggest. Number 1 is take the stance that you will be here working with this, not against it, but with this for as long as it takes. That mindset eliminates this knee-jerk habitual desire to just get done with it, be over with it. When you say that you will stand there for as long as it takes, that's a completely different energy. And that's an energy that speaks to your drive and commitment to what you want. And it speaks to understanding that there is a process, and more importantly, it speaks to your belief that it is possible. And it is. In fact, number 2 is to begin to ask yourself, okay, if this is on my plate and there is order and balance in the universe, then instead of fighting it, ask yourself, how can this situation grow me? The thriving self is always about growth and expansion. And as we grow, we discover more of who we are. So inside of this challenge, there is likely, in fact, I would bet money on it, there's direction for you. There's a path to being an expert of some sort. There is a way in which this challenge can ultimately serve you. So be open to that. And number 3, I'm going to suggest that as an exercise, you, in your journal, write the question, how can I move beyond this? How can I move beyond this? Write that question like you're writing an essay for 5 pages. Make sure that as you are writing it, you were in the thriving self, which means your heart is open, you're curious, and that how is not a how, how can I get beyond this? That how is knowing that there in the infinite universe, there must be a way. And so your heart is open, your mind is curious, and you are a place where a new answer, a new aha can happen. We all have the challenges that we have for good reasons. I don't know how your mom and the weight are wired, but clearly they are. So be loving with yourself, be curious, and know that there is a way to the other side, and take the stance that you will stand here and let this thing grow you until you make it to the other side. I'm so happy, Lillian, that you asked